Of ISIS with good reason, and the rash of terror attacks they've taken credit for recently. But a new Washington Post article claims the terror group may quietly be preparing for the loss of the caliphate. The terror group has lost much of its territory in Iraq and in Syria. So what does that mean going forward? Here to answer those questions and more is history professor Dr. Andrew Holt. Good morning. Thanks so much for being with us. Now, I'm sure there are a lot of people at home who are hearing this and saying, what are you talking about? ISIS losing power and falling apart. What do you think of this article? It's getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, I tend to think it's a bit too optimistic. There's no imminent collapse of ISIS that's on the horizon. Certainly, though, there has been more success recently in dealing with ISIS in Iraq. Since the beginning of this year, of 2016, ISIS has lost about 12% of its total territories. It had lost more in 2015 as well. So collectively, these victories are starting to add up a little bit, and I think it's and I do think that it's very possible Mosul could fall because these allied forces, supported by the U.S., might bring back Mosul into Iraqi possession. But still, though, ISIS is entrenched in Syria. They still cover a landmass that's about the size of Greece or Ireland, depending on what estimates you ask for. A population of up to 8 million might live under them, and they can tax that population. They can draw from it from conscription. It's still a very powerful force.
Well, obviously, we do not want ISIS to become any more organized than it already is, but I think they've shown that they don't necessarily need to be organized to cause great harm to us and our allies.
Yes, we're focusing on what we're going to do to ISIS in Iraq and Syria, and that is important because they claim to have this caliphate, and one of the requirements for a legitimate caliphate is to possess a lot of land that they administer. Mm-hmm. But they've spread. I mean, beyond the borders of Iraq and Syria, ISIS has a presence in as many as 20 countries, standing armies in several of them. In Libya, they have up to 8,000 troops. In Nigeria, up to 7,000, once Boko Haram pledged allegiance to them. As Egypt, they've killed hundreds of Egyptian soldiers in the Sinai, in Pakistan, Afghanistan, the Philippines. And so there's a much larger presence. And one thing this article was talking about is that threat that even if they were wiped out in Iraq and Syria, they can disperse. They still have all these, they've built up, they've built themselves into the leader of this big network of jihadists.
And you're talking about the territories here. We're looking at what's happening in Turkey right now. It's unclear how that's going to end. It looks as if the coup is failing, but that territory is very important, and a lot of ISIS followers from the Islamic State pass through Turkey. Oh, yeah. How might that affect ISIS?
By one report, at least, up to 80% of foreign fighters in Syria have gone through Turkey, and many of them originated in Turkey. But that goes back to what's going on in Turkey now could have a major impact on the region. It's so complex, and we probably don't have the time to really get into it here. But Erdogan, the leader of Turkey, is hostile to the Syrian government under Assad. They're Sunnis, they're Shia, and he is a Sunni. He's also hostile to the Kurds, particularly the Syrian Kurds. And so there's been suspicion that he was never as honest of a partner in trying to destroy ISIS all along, because he saw them maybe as a tool against his enemies. But how that will play out now, at the same time, though, there was a lot of pressure on him to be helpful, as we deal with ISIS. And so the U.S. uses air bases there to launch attacks on ISIS, the CIA station there, we have listening posts, so it's been a sort of two-faced, version of Turkey that we've seen here. How this this recent upheaval will affect all that is going to be interesting to see. We just don't know.
Well, it's obvious why this got so much attention, I think. Any sign that ISIS may be falling apart at some point is certainly encouraging. Sure. Dr. Andrew Holt, thank you so much for being with us this morning. And we are going to post this interview on our website, News4JAX.